So yes, the climate influenced you, the culture influenced you, that went on and on and on. And then came, I think, 200 years before, when the pyrotechnology started. The pyrotechnology is what? We learn to churn Mother Earth and bring in minerals. We learn to make weapons. We learn to know our power. We learn to know factories. We learn to know the first disaster happened when the railroad was established. And the timing, when did the time concept start? When did the bank start? Not before 200 years. Everything was fast. Till then, getting up was sunrise and going to bed was sunset. The uniform clock changed everything. We had one universal time. Seasons were not important, sunrise was not important, speed was important, and control became so possible. And first time when the factory started, we learned to throw the instrument we used for the Mother Earth to cultivation and walked into the factories. Capital was important, banking was coming, and at that time we have forgotten, our memory is very short. So many people perished because, like now we are talking about chicken, animal lovers will talk about chicken getting into the thing. Like chicken, we were trapped in this situation, but you will have to legitimatize what you do. Education helped that. When through pyrotechnology, when we learned and the technology came up and fixed everything to suit that, we need to justify. Science was very important. Science came and science taught us that living and non-living that is what living is all about. So we divided this one uniform force of life into living and non-living. So that we accepted, we didn't ask a question. Whereas our philosophy, consciousness was one. Everything had consciousness, and consciousness lived in from the mineral kingdom, and it grew. The consciousness raised up into the vegetable kingdom, and from the vegetable kingdom it started walking in the animal kingdom, and in the human kingdom it was started thinking, and we thought and we think only to substantiate the powerful people's position. I'm not talking about communism, I'm not talking about anything, these are facts. So the first disaster happened when science came and told us. Didn't the science tell us that the whole of life is living and non-living? Yes or no? So that happened. The second thing which happened is survival of the fittest, dear Darwin, darling. What did he say? How unethical things can be. So you need to know how we have been intellectually influenced. So that became at the macro level very legitimate. So you have to, man is the only one who is fit to live. And in the name of humanism, that group also, you are the center of everything, that you have the power and you do everything. Everything else have to be under you. So the division came from non-living to living to survival of the fittest. And then came the germ theory, Louis Pasteur. So you cannot do anything wrong. It is always the germs and the viruses and the genetics and this. So taking all the responsibility, your responsibility is only to build the institution and control people. And little concession here and there, women's liberation, kakuki. How did this women's liberation thing itself come? Because processing industry wanted to sell their product. So it was injected in the mind of the people, women, giving scholarships and calling them and having Women's Study Institute to say, hey, look at them, how their men are treating you. You are doormat. Don't you want to be liberated? Here is the convenience food that we are giving. Use it and get liberated. And without education, how can you educate one woman and the whole family is getting educated? That one woman education is what? What is that woman is doing? Compare that woman of the educated and the women who have never gone to school and the power to protect the family as well as nature. I'm not asking anybody to go back, but we need to look at things. That is the scientist's duty, to see impartially what is really happening. I think I have done that role quite creditably. So if today I can say that